to go through my responsive circle first, and then I'll go back to the proactive scenario. For the responsive scenario, I'm working with a teacher that has a really tough class right now. He does proactive circles on a regular basis. These are the circle norms that he uses. Listen, respect the talking piece, speak your truth, and no yum yucking, like no making faces when people trying to talk. So he uses these circle norms. And for his responsive circle, the goal of the circle would be that we want to input from the students to have the class run better. Because currently it's really challenging to teach in there, and he's just having a lot of problem behaviors. So we want to hear from the students about what needs to happen to make the class go better. So we want to go through the expectation that we're expected to take this circle very seriously. It's not a joke. We want to get to the bottom of what's happening in the class in order to solve problems in this way. And no one's in trouble. I think that's really important to communicate. And I also think it's important to communicate that that we're not going to laugh and tease each other, and that we need to feel safe in this circle. So the norms are really important for a circle like this. And I think it's also important to communicate, like, if you're not following the expectations, we're going to ask for your cooperation because we'd like your input and for you to take this and for you to contribute and to take this seriously. If you have to ask them again, then a second time, then we're going to ask them to push their chair back. And then if they're still not meeting the expectation, we're going to ask that they step out and that they rejoin at a later time. These are the questions that I have prepared for the circle. And these are questions that I would plan to use, but if the conversation in the circle is kind of going in a different direction, then I would definitely kind of stray away from these circles. During the circle, I would just have the norms up. So that there could be flexibility in these questions. But when you hear the term good student, what do you think of? What is it like to be a student in this class? How do you feel about how you treat each other? What prevents you from being able to learn in this class? And then what is something you can do to make this class go better? So that's responsive. As far as proactive goes, we have a very tiny graduating class, maybe like 5 students. So I wanted to to consider how we might do a circle maybe before our graduation ceremony. So I was thinking we could all be in a circle, again, communicating the goal and purpose for the circle, to celebrate the students and help them and kind of create a circle of support for them as they move out of Sebesky. And so the circle, I thought, could open with appreciation of each graduate, giving that we have a Sebesky salamander statue and letting each graduate hold that. And then we would just kind of popcorn around appreciations for 3 minutes for each of the graduates. And then asking them a variety of these questions. Again, seeing where the circle is going, but maybe starting off with, like, what's your most memorable moment from Sebesky? How have you changed since coming to Sebesky? What are you worried about in the future? What is your toughest challenge in high school? If you knew you couldn't fail, what is something you would do? So helping them to think to their future a little bit too. So who in your life has inspired you the most? And then if you had to work when you graduated high school but you didn't need the money, what would you choose to do? And then where will you be in 10 years? And then closing, I usually, I think for closing, doing a celebration, appreciation, or any final words. And again, I wouldn't necessarily ask all these questions, but more see like where the conversation is going and then go from there. But I would definitely do the opening and the closing. All right, that's it.